Like, you know, I didn't know. But you know, I kind of like it in the way that I'm kind of free to do. Wow, what is this? Wow, that's fun. Sorry. Source material. Yeah, I like it. You know, I can sleep with whoever I want. I can do whatever I want. So I don't know. It's good and bad. You know, I guess.
Well, you've dealt with and always deal with some very serious material on the show. What's the set of The Walking Dead like? Is it a fun place in order to counterbalance those incredibly serious scenes? Feel free to drum your answer.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun. It's fun and like, you know, like I said before, everybody, we really dig it. I mean, everybody works really hard, you know, but we're running around the woods killing zombies, man. You know what I mean? It's very fun, and we care about it. So.
You both have had some extremely physically challenging and emotionally challenging scenes. Are there ones, is one harder than the other?
One hurts more. One is more of a bummer, and one just hurts more.
Yeah, the cool thing about this show too is it's both at once a lot. You know, it's a lot of like really heavy physical stuff, but like you're really going through it too. You know, and on a lot of jobs it's sort of one or the other. You know.
Well, for your role in the Pacific, you actually did Marine boot camp, right? So is this comparable to that?
It's so funny because I'm still friends with all those Marines that took us through it, and God bless them, and all those actors that were in the Pacific. The Walking Dead is so much more of a badass show, and I know it gets like, but the shit that we do on Walking Dead is like so much more badass. Yeah, I mean, you can't even compare it because we just do it. I mean, the first time I met Norman, and I said it.
He beat the shit out of me.
We just had to fight, and like I just met him, and it was that, you know, it's that when he freaking threw the squirrels at Rick. Like that was how I met him. It's like, I'm gonna throw squirrels at him, and we're like, yeah. I was like, you mind if I just grab you and we just kind of fight? And he's like, nah, dude, just grab me and let's just fight. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. I mean, there's no like stunt guys, you know. We don't really do that on this show.
Is it easier to beat the crap out of somebody when you don't really know them yet?
No, I lost that fight.
It's just cool to. Is she how loud that just got? It's just cool to work with people who are game, you know, and everyone there is.
I have liquid stitches in my forehead right now. Yeah.
Stitches in your forehead?
Oh. Ooh. Yeah. That's why they don't stitch you, but they put liquid stitches and stitches.
He does. I can see it right now. Yeah, shit, dude, you do. You sent me that picture the other night.
Yeah, of it open. Girl. Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of season 2 was spent with the Sophia arc, and both your characters had very different perspectives on it. And I'm wondering if the writers let you know what was going to happen, or if you got the script at the end of the halfway point and were just very, very surprised.
Did you know that first part? It was at Sophia.
You asked if we knew about what was going to happen to Sophia?
Yeah, you both went through very different like both different points of view on the thing as your characters, and I'm just wondering if you knew the outcome from the beginning, or it was a big surprise to you.
I knew a little ahead of time. Yeah. And I hated it because Madison, she and I are real good friends. I like her a lot, and it sucks, you know. It sucks. But I was bummed out for real. You know, she and I had all this weird stuff that we did, like how little kids will pick on other little kids if they like them. So I just sort of started doing that with her, like giving her dirty looks and revving my motorcycle in her face and stuff like that. And she would just stick her tongue out at me, like, you know. So we had this sort of weird child-like thing go back and forth, which is funny, and very just ridiculous too at the same time. But Yeah, I knew, and I was bummed out. Answer that at all?
Can I give you a present?
Let's cheer her on as she comes up.
No one else.
What is it?
It's a squirrel button. You're awesome. Thank you.
So, Shane had a number of spicy scenes over the course of the season. And slightly sexy. I'm just wondering, is Daryl going to be seeing any sort of romantic...
Shane and Daryl get it on too. I don't know. They don't tell me that, because then that would make me have a panic attack, probably. I don't know. Who knows? I have no idea. I've been telling them if I do go there, I want to go real awkward, like premature, don't know what I'm doing, no game at all. You know what I mean? So it'll probably turn into a comedy if that happens.
Love it. On the floor, I think, right here. Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
On this one.
I'm coming up.
I just wanted to know, actually, for both of you, what was your favorite zombie kill?
I like the in the first season, 2 acts to the head, because the editors liked that one, so they gave me a little bonus of having the head fly off.
I don't know. Probably like that same thing when he was running out. My boss, or my old boss, Gail, and her daughter was coming and visit just for the day before she started college, and I got to smoke her in the head. It's kind of cool. Yeah, lovely.
Thank you.
Hi. Huge fan. I was wondering, out of all of the zombies on the show, did any of them actually scare you?
I don't like zombies, yeah, I just don't like them, and I don't like when they come up to me and stuff. Like, I like the people that play them, they're badasses, but I don't really like zombies, So they don't scare me, they make me mad.
The way Greg does them, Greg makes those zombies. He makes them like sick, dying, lost people behind the monster. So they don't really scare you, but you're kind of like, damn. You poor bastard.
Were you guys as actors just overwhelmingly impressed by the work of Greg Nicotero and his effects team?
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like, it's crazy.
A whole nother level. Yeah.
Another question?
Hi, over here. You guys are great. Love what you do. You guys are so good at what you do on the show. I was wondering if you had any advice for an aspiring young actor.
It was get drunk at a party.
People ask me this question, and I think you have to go where the work is. Start there. I think. They call it Hollywood for a reason. I don't live there. I put my time in there, but what the fuck? Oh, there. That's awesome. Just do that, banging on my chin.
just, I guess it's like Lordy, maybe it's both of ours together. I think I mean, this corny shit, I know he's gonna make fun of me about it later, but I don't really care. But I gotta care. But like this, I think there's gotta be there's highs and lows, like really big highs and lows, and you gotta dig that. You gotta accept that and dig that.
So we know how Shane and Daryl would fare in a zombie apocalypse, but how would Jon and Norman fare in a zombie apocalypse? Tell me about how you'd handle it and how long you'd last.
I mean, we've lost him to a microphone. Dude, no. Not well.
Yeah, I'd be dead. So.
Yeah, you'd be like playing with sticks in the corner.
How would you do though, Jon? You're a big guy physically.
Nah, man. No, I don't want to be in a zombie apocalypse.
Another question from the floor?
Hi guys. You guys have both commented that you've read the comics, so I'm sure you've read the progression of Carl's character. Chandler Riggs, some of us, I'm sure a few of us have had a chance to meet him when he was here last year. He's a great little kid. What do you guys think about his acting quality going forward?
I'm sorry. Honestly, season 3, some of the best acting's come out of that kid. He's killing it this season. And something in him changed, but he's always been very serious and always really good actor, but he went somewhere else this season. He's great, and hands down, he's one of my favorite characters right now. He's great. Was that the question? Cool.
Okay, I think that Michelle is over here at the back.
Hi. Yeah. Jon, I really think Shane's character, you're absolutely right. You did get across the fact he was more right than wrong. He just went a little extreme, but survival instincts. But the question I really wanted to ask was, Norman, how did you get off that big-ass ravine when they're filming that, where you're wounded and you're trying to get up there and you're seeing your brother edging you on?
That day is funny. Rooker's fun to work with in the fact that he's always adding stuff, but he couldn't remember his lines that day, and I was hanging literally off of a tree branch with dirt that was straight up and down, and scorpions are walking by my face, and he's like, "Yeah, Darlene, I put on the thing and the boom. What's my line? Yeah, that's what a man of Merle, and that's what Darlene a thing and the dress." And I'm like, "Dude, say your lines, man. There's scorpions by my head right now." You know, he's a force of nature, and he's an awesome actor. But that guy, he just free flows, like, you know. I mean, it was fun, that episode, you know. And then they sent me to a taxidermist to learn how to cut open the animals, so it looks like I know what I'm doing. I cut the squirrel open, and I told that director that day, you know, when I was picking out the chicken in the squirrel carcass that I was eating, and I'm like, "I get more fur on this," you know. And he's like, "Why?" And I go, "Because I want to make like 20 million people all sort of throw up in their mouth at the same time." It was a fun day.
Hi guys, big fan. Okay, I got a question for Norman. Who would win in a fight, Murphy McManus of the Boondock Saints or Daryl Dixon of Walking Dead?
You know, I think they probably both hit each other a couple of times and then end up like at a bar getting drunk, best friends. You know what I'm saying? I can't even see those two fighting at all. They'd just be like, "Fuck you, you know, like you and me shots now." I think they'd hit it off pretty well.
Murphy versus Shane.
Shane.
Yeah.
Murphy versus Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny. Yeah, because I'd have to do it, and then I'd lose.
Wonder Woman.
Okay, this might be putting you on the spot a little bit, but can you do impressions of each other's character?
Yeah, I'm seeing and I'm sexy, the girls like me, and I'll beat your head off. And this shotgun, I'm gonna stick it up your butt, and I'll kill you, and fuck you. This would be better, watch. Mom! You done killed my brother! You left him up on that roof, my brother! Mom! That doesn't even fucking sound like you. I love the way he did that, though.
Hi guys. In the zombie apocalypse, what is the one thing you would miss the most?
South Park.
That works.
Sam?
Yeah, sure, South Park.
Hi, Shan, both of you, and the show. Sorry. I was just wondering, how do you think that Daryl's going to change as a character, because he has changed without the influence of his brother around? I just rewatched season 1, and he's pretty racist. Your brother.
Right.
Carl. And I was just wondering how he's going to change as a character with that influence of his older brother around, now that he's developed these strong relationships with the group that he's with.
I mean, I fought early on, you know, to be more of an Al-Anon member and less of an Alcoholics Anonymous member. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up with racism and big bags of drugs and all this stuff, and I hated it. That's how I wanted the character to be. You know, like, and there was actually a scene that it was written that I take Merle's stash of drugs and start taking them, and Lori comes to me and I'm like, nah, Bob, get those drugs. You know, I'm like, F you, drugs. And I put my foot down, and I really didn't want to do it. I was like, no, that's what my brother did. That's why I hate it. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think the changes with Daryl aren't going to be, you know, anything like that. Or I think they're more like people like me. Like, I can hang out here. You know, that guy's relying on me. You know, and I think that's the thing that makes him feel good about being with these people. Like, it's brothers and families and sisters that he never had. And, you know, it's good in TV that, like, in a movie you go from here to here, but in television, sometimes you can, like, drop these little seeds, and they turn into little trees and turn into little storylines. So, you know, like when Carol leans down and kisses me on the forehead, I went like this, right? And now I'm an abused kid. You know what I'm saying? So people picked up on that, and they helped write these things. So back when we did that, you'll notice there's like a bunch of scars on me. It's a storyline now. So I think it's more of a family type of situation. That makes sense.
Norman, you've been a total badass since Boondock Saints. So are you working on any of the projects right now?
A total fat ass?
That's not a badass.
You said fat ass.
Any other badass projects that you're working on? Or dream project?
I'm always working on a fat ass project. I mean, I'm just working on the show. I have a film I did with Naomi Watts and Matt Dillon, little love triangle, where I did it between 2 and 3, called Sunlight Junior. It was funny because my first line to Naomi Watts was, I can smell. Where's the kids? Everyone, all the kids close their ears.
Earmuffs.
Close up. I can't can't even say this because there's a bunch of kids in there, right? I said something about being able to smell a certain part of her through the window. Yeah, that was my first line. So, and every day I was like, I'm sorry about today, sorry about tomorrow. Yeah, that was a fat ass project.
And Jon, what can you tell us about L.A. Noire and why are you excited about this?
Why am I?
The next project, yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. It's you know, it's like the mob and in the 40s in LA, and you know, it's cool. Mickey Cohen and Bugsy Siegel and stuff, and yeah, it's cool. I'm excited about it.
Well, we do have to wrap up in a sec.
Yeah. Amy, do you want to ask a really quick question?
One more?
Before my question, I have something to give Norman also.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's awesome.
What is that?
It's like cake on a fork with my face on it. It says, this year, can I read it? It says, hi Norman, I'm your XX #1 fan. This year on my 11th birthday, you were on my cake and you were delicious. You have to turn into a fat ass project. Thank you, babe.
Now that Shane's dead, how is Andrew gonna react to Shane's death? And also, how is Shane's death gonna affect Daryl as well?
Daryl always agreed with Shane, you know, so there was, you know, it was interesting because even just when I started the show, it was also, is this something I said? Where are you going? What the hell? Jesus. He always agreed with, Daryl and Shane always agreed on the same things. And, you know, the dynamic when I started on the show was very Shane and Rick already, you know, and it was, all the other actors even looked to them for, how's this? There's a lot of new people on the show that were kind of new to acting, you know, and then there weren't. But it was sort of the dynamic. So I just noticed as the shows that started going on, like they included me on the looks, you know, like, okay, we had a huddle, we have to make a plan, and they'd include me. And I think that sort of outside the scene dynamic sort of got in the scene dynamic and became dynamic. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Shane's missed. You know, Daryl loved Shane, so, you know, we butted heads. But, you know, dudes will do that. Dudes will, like, beat each other up and be like, so what are you doing later?
Real fat-ass men.
We do have to wrap it up now. We got to say goodbye. Any departing?
Thank you, guys.